Good day, everyone. I am Marybeth Obispo Arcenas, Special Education Teacher of Esperanza Central School, Esperanza Sultan Kudarat, Philippines. I would like to present to you my research paper entitled Experiences and Hopes of Fathers Having Children at Rest with ADHD or Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. This study conducted at Esperanza Central School. For the statement of the problem, this study generally aimed at exploring and describing the experiences of fathers in parenting their children at rest with ADHD at Esperanza Central School, Esperanza District 1, Division of Sultan Kudarat. It was guided by the following questions: to describe the challenges faced by fathers in parenting their children at rest with ADHD, to identify the coping mechanism employed by the fathers in parenting their children at rest with ADHD, to describe the hopes and dreams of the fathers for their children at rest with ADHD. For the significance of the study, this study aimed to describe and analyze the characteristics of chosen fathers in Esperanza who are parenting children at rest with ADHD, with focus on their experiences, challenges, and hopes. The study also endeavored to add further insights to the current researchers in the field and help provide further information to parents, researchers, and organizations with projects or programs to help children with special needs. This study would be of help to fathers to understand the challenges faced by the fathers and their experiences in parenting and managing with their child at rest with ADHD. Their considerations help fathers to feel comfortable in environment where they stay and live. For the method, philosophical assumption. In this study, researchers expressed the philosophical and qualitative assumptions provide is rationale for using qualitative research using a phenomenological inquiry method in order to attain the objectives. For the research design, in this research, I employed qualitative research design using a phenomenological inquiry method in order to attain its objectives. It is phenomenological inquiry study because it describes in detail the experiences of fathers in parenting their children at rest with ADHD. For the participants and sampling, I used purposive sampling in which only fathers with children manifested at rest with ADHD were chosen as research participants. There were 5 fathers of identified children at rest with ADHD were included in this study. The overall criteria that I used for sample consideration included those fathers who indicated the willingness to participate on the interview and those available fathers reside nearer to our school. For the role of the researcher, I used guide questions in the interview to make the interview spontaneous. For the data collection and analysis, data for the study were generated from a person-to-person interview. The data gathered through the interview guide was transcribed, analyzed, coded, and interpreted. The narrative analysis was guided by the frequency of the emergent themes, and these themes were coded and interpreted accordingly. Words, phrases that appeared to be similar were grouped into the same category. The results, discussions, and findings. The results and findings presented in the study were taken from face-to-face interview. The discussions of the results were arranged in accordance with the objectives of the study. The presentation presents in 3 main themes: challenges faced by the fathers, coping mechanism employed by the fathers, their hopes and dreams of parenting their child at rest with ADHD. Challenges faced by fathers parenting their children at rest with ADHD. This section provides the discussions of the first research objectives posted in this study. It is the challenges faced by the fathers parenting their children at rest with ADHD. The presentation of the discussion is arranged into 4 sub-themes: dealing with personal and emotional reactions, managing child's behavior, attending child's medications, and reactions for the school and community. Each sub-themes was crafted with concept map and themes then followed by the discussions taken from the interview trail. In dealing with personal and emotional reactions, 4 themes came out. These are surprise, worried, sad, and guilt. In managing child's behavior, 2 themes difficulty in discipline and hyperactive. Attending child's medication, 1 theme emerged. This is financial difficulty. In dealing with the school and community, 6 themes emerged: disappointed, frustrated, anger, troublesome, rejection, and discrimination. So challenges, dealings with personal and emotional reactions. Under these are surprise, guilt, sad, and worried. In managing child's behavior, under this is hyperactive, difficulty to disciplines, and attending child's behavior. Under these themes are financial difficulty. And reactions with the child, school, and the community. The themes that crafted here are disappointed, anger, frustrated, troublesome, rejected, and discrimination. Challenges faced by the fathers with children at risk to the ADHD. Fathers, as head of the family, always provide what is best to their children. They work hard to provide everything to their family. They are happy when they know their children are in good health. But not all fathers are lucky to have a normal way of life of their children. There are some fathers who struggle in their situation because of the chronic condition of their children due to their behavior and disorder. They have also experienced many challenges, and these are and the interview of the participants about the challenges in their child behavior of being hyperactive. It includes about the reaction for the school and community. Fathers' responses during the interview about the experiences in school. They have many painful experiences. There are times when they go to school together with their child, they really witness how other child bully their son with regards to their child's hyperactive behavior. They also heard many negative comments from the other parent on how they're going to manage your child, when even to them as their parent and to the teachers, they are not listening well and not behaving properly inside the classroom. Some parents blaming them about the behavior of their children. And coping mechanism employed by fathers parenting their children at risk to the ADHD. These sections provide the discussions of the second research objectives posted in this study. It is on the coping mechanisms employed by the fathers parenting their children at risk to the ADHD. The presentation of the discussion is arranged into main themes and sub-themes. In sub-themes, these are acceptance and love and care. In acceptance, 1 theme emerged. This is understanding to child's behavior. For love and care, affection to the child's rebuild. Each sub-theme was crafted with concept map and themes, then followed by the discussion taken from the interview trio. So in coping mechanism, under this crafted by acceptance, understanding to child's behavior. For the love and care, showing attention to the child. In coping mechanism, fathers share the experiences that since they have nothing to do about their child's hyperactive behavior, they need to accept their child's behavior regardless of their disorder. Their acceptance and understanding to their child's behavior help them to lessen their worries and burdens. Most of the fathers spend time to taking care of their children. They love their children and give their affection to make their child comfortable living with his family. Although they are a disciplinarian in their family, but giving attention to their child at risk of ADHD are their most priority. They are stated that even they cannot afford to bring the child and the specialist. Through their love and guidance to their child, it gives them peace of mind to fulfill their responsibility to their child. One of their coping mechanisms is acceptance. In hopes and dreams of fathers parenting their children at risk to the ADHD, this section provides a discussion of the third research objectives posted in the study. It is the hopes and dreams of the fathers parenting their children at risk to the ADHD. The presentation of the discussion is arranged into main theme and 2 sub-themes. These are academic achievements and interventions to the child's behavior. In academic achievements, 2 themes revealed. These are finished studies and to be employed. And intervention to the child's behavior, 2 themes emerged. These are change of character and behavior and maturity. So in hopes and dreams, academic achievement, these themes crafted those finished studies to be employed. intervention to the child's behavior like change of character and behavior and maturity. So in hopes and dreams, fathers' hopes to their children are very appreciating when these fathers are responsible and good provider in their family. The sincerity and honesty of fathers give inspiration to their family members when fathers are sustaining and providing their needs, especially their education. Their hopes and dreams are great achievement and accomplishment when they see their children finish their studies and find a good job. Even fathers with disabilities or have a disorder, children's same wishes and their minds are thinking about it. Their academic achievement, it is but natural for a father to dream big for his children. Most parents, especially fathers, want their child to finish their studies and someday can find a good job for them to have a better future. No parents wanted to see their children suffering from poverty due to the reason that they cannot find a good job because they are undergraduate. So mostly parents want to guide their children and motivate well just to finish their studies. Same feeling of the participants of the study conducted that in spite of their child's condition, they want him to become patient in their studies so they will achieve it. Most of the fathers hope and dream that their child will be successful in their studies and be able to work and live a normal life. So the intervention for the child's behavior dream is for their children to change for the better, particularly their behavior and to be more mature. These are mostly the response of their participants in the study, aiming for the best of their child. Changes for the child's behavior and maturity of their child's behavior. They are hoping the time will come as their child grow older, they will see changes in development of their child condition. Still, they are longing for the answer of their prayers and still looking forward for the best remedy to their child's characters and undesirable behavior. For the results and findings, the result of the study shows that all the respondents were not the same ideas on managing their children manifested at rest with ADHD. They were also given experiences encounter in raising their children, but they were most common similar in terms of their dreams and hopes to their children. In spite of their unacceptable and undesirable behavior, they want their child would be able to finish their studies and find a good job in the future. With the support of the schools, same with the people in their community, they are hoping that they can overcome all the trials in dealing and giving children discipline to their children. For these implications, in line with the findings, the implication of the experiences of fathers of children at rest with ADHD, they need to be flexible and to understand the situation of these children are very important. It can be noted that children suffering from this type of disorders need flexibility and understanding, particularly on their behaviors. Research finds that ADHD affects the interaction of children with their parents and hence the manner in which parents may respond to these children. It was also revealed that coping mechanisms are important factors in order for fathers to be able to survive the problems and challenges being faced by them due to the situation of their children at rest to the ADHD. It is important for parents, particularly fathers, to accept the situation of their children of having ADHD. Acceptance is important since this will provide a normalization of the situation rather than dwell on the problem, and this is important for children suffering ADHD is a long-term situation. On the other hand, children at rest with ADHD also need reinforcement of their behaviors. This can be done by providing them rewards and also by appreciating their good deeds. It can be noted that children suffering from ADHD are hyperactive and difficult to control their movements and behaviors. By providing them with reinforcement on their behaviors, this can be considered also a coping mechanism on their part of the fathers of children at rest with ADHD. For future directions, the researchers hereby presented the following recommendations to the future directions. Higher education may integrate special education subjects in all education courses so that teachers can be prepared to teach children with special needs in both regular and SPED setting. Regular teachers must earn units in special education for them to aware about the methods and strategies that they are going to teach when they have learners at rest with ADHD. Father as head of the family and same time provider of their needs should be aware about the best intervention for their children, and they should cooperate for comments and suggestions of their child's teachers as well as the nearest person and their community who are regularly interact with their children. For the future researchers, interview should be used when conducting qualitative research in order to actively draw common suggestions, opinions, and recommendations from the respondents. Interview would make the study further improve in order to generate reliable presentation and recommendations. Other researchers in the field of special education are invited to conduct another study which is relative to upgrading the intervention to those children at risk with ADHD. Esperanza Central School instructional programs as SPED teachers implement self-contained or special class. A separate class for only one type of exemptionality has served moderate to severe types of disabilities. Itinerant teaching. A traveling teacher reaches out to children with special needs in other schools or at home to provide direct and consultative services. Resource room. A designated place where the child with special needs enrolled in a regular school program goes to in order to make use of the specialized equipment, either in tutorial situation or in a small group session handled by a SPED teacher. Pull-out. A kind of program where the child enrolled in the regular class reports to the resource room for a period of time for special instruction by the SPED teachers. Best practices SPED teachers implemented in LSANs or learners with special educational needs at Esperanza Central School. SPED LSANs class session activities, one-on-one learning session. SPED LSAN learning session activities, group session. SPED LSANs artwork activities. SPED LSANs output of artwork. SPED LSANs reading activities. SPED LSANs writing activities. Pictorials of other best practices of the learners with special needs together with their teachers. Brigada Escuela at Esperanza Central School. Mapping of LSANs learners. LSANs parent meeting and conference. LSANs and DPR Week celebration. We attended National Disability Prevention Rehabilitation Week. We also make a school tour. LSANs clean up and green program, clean up drive and gardening, drawing and coloring contest. LSANs SPED community involvement, prevention and rehabilitation or in DPR Week activities at municipal gym. PNP outreach program to SPED LSAN. Stakeholders outreach program to SPED LSANs by Congresswoman Bai Rihan Sakadoran. SPED LSANs Friday Fun Day. LSANs SPED recognition program. SPED LSANs Christmas party. LSANs SPED learners earthquake drill. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Good day everyone. God bless us all.